Alright, we have to like sit on the floor or something. Or are you just gonna record it with that?
I don't know,
You
bro.
can just sit right here. Pretty easy.
I'll sit there too. Be like a sauna.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's sit here. Alright, so the main idea was that I was saying, so there's 2 periods I took off for school, right? I'm spending that time, I'm replacing it with at the time at the sauna, or like just working in general. So if I'm replacing it with something that's even more social, right? I get to talk to these people about pretty much anything. Don't you think that experience is much more
Yeah, dude.
worth it than school? So then,
Yeah.
why do you still want to stay in school then, for those 2 periods, when you have the choice to quit?
I don't have the choice.
Oh, not anymore, but
Well, no, I still didn't. Because I didn't have a ride home.
that's true. But again, if you had the choice, would you have done it? Like if you had all that ability to get back home?
No, because I like to do school to see what my grade would be. If I was virtual, I'm obviously getting A. But that's my opinion. I feel like I would get an A if it's virtual. So there's no challenge in that.
Well, I guess.
But wouldn't you rather get good grades and be able to do your own work on your own time?
I mean,
That's
yeah,
true.
but I have my whole life for that. Like, I
That's
just
true.
I just need to see how I would do because I'll never get that back. I have like 80 years to see how hard I can work on my business, and I don't think 3 hours a day would change much when I have 70 hours to do stuff.
I mean, the thing is, you know how there's a race between all the men ever? The race. Are you familiar with the race?
No.
Basically, how every single male's in a competition, and like, you see, like you're always ahead of one person. You're
You
always
should
behind
join us. Sauna Talk.
one person.
We're recording. Join in.
Sit right here or something.
When I was saying,
Yeah, what were you saying, Cam? Competition with men?
Yeah, basically,
You're not.
yeah, it's like pretend you're in like a marathon race, and the end goal is like most powerful success
I heard of that.
Yeah.
Bill Gates ever.
Okay.
Yeah. And so everyone is in a race, right? Everyone's in a race, and
Okay.
you're behind people, you're ahead of people. But since it's a race, that means that time comes in. And so if time is in, that means you have to get ahead of people before these other people get ahead of you.
Okay.
Because if you start at the same time as everyone else, now you're at the same point in the race as them. So if you want to be,
Okay.
so if you're at the same point in the race as them, I mean, you might be going faster later, but you're not really ahead of them as much. So I mean, you could get really a head start in the race if you just started now rather than just kind of waste time.
I'll kind of give you an example on that if you don't mind.
Well, I get y'all's point, but you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, bro, like, think about it like this. So I get more experience with these people outside of school because right now in school, all we're talking about is like, oh, like, what'd you do for calculus, or like some stupid thing, bro.
So stupid.
What game do you have? Something like that.
Bruh.
Like a bunch of stupid stuff, right? But these people at the sauna, like, they're telling me about life, like giving me
I
their
know,
life
bro.
experience, which is literally like maybe like 50, 60 years. Like these guys are old.
I know.
Right? 50, 60 years of experience in words.
That's why I love talking
That's
to
how
old
powerful
people.
it is. That's how books work. Entire life experiences in a book. If you consume enough of those, then you kind of like take little pieces from each. That's what Tools of Titans is for. If you read the intro, the book, it's that sorry, that's the outro. I don't want to spoil it for you. But basically, it was just like, what would I do in a situation which involves discipline? What would Jocko Willink do in that situation? He's very disciplined. Or David Goggins, someone you can relate to. What would David Goggins do in the situation that involves discipline? What would Kevin Kelly do? He's a
1,000 True Fans.
What would he do in the YouTube situation to try to get like popular, successful?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, well, what would Casey Neistat?
Wait, so what are you saying?
Basically,
He's saying you can take parts of people's lives. Like, it's basically that, you know how old people, everything they say is really powerful because they're old and they have their whole lives in their voice. It's like a book because everything, they're only going to tell, they're getting interviewed for basically their whole life. They're only going to tell the main part of their life that they have the most experience in the book.
And people really want to talk about themselves.
People really love to talk, and especially things they work so hard on.
Right.
People in Tools of Titans.
So I was going to tell you about, I'm sorry.
No, you got
I
it.
keep on cutting people.
Okay.
I was telling you about that guy at the Y yesterday. Yesterday?
You
2 days
didn't
ago?
tell me about him.
I did not
you
tell you.
never, you never told me in Discord.
I'll just tell you here right now.
That was
So-
2 days ago.
Oops. I'll tell you here. His name was Vijay. So basically, he's like a monk dude, bro. This guy travels the entire world.
Whoa,
So he's like
a monk?
crazy guy. Yeah, I was talking to him yesterday. I have to stay like 2 hours extra for this dude in the sauna.
Wait, was it the dude that we saw? One
He's
time?
just here. He's doing breathing exercises.
That was him?
That's him.
Oh, that's
You know what's
so
crazy about him? He met Tim Ferriss. He said I might
Whoa.
be able to. He has his contact.
No.
What?
So crazy. This guy traveled the world. He met him. I don't know where he met him.
Probably
San
like
Francisco.
probably some random place because Tim Ferriss also in random places, bro.
I think he said San Francisco. This guy basically went around the entire world.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He said, I have to settle now. I want to have kids. But very interesting dude. And this is someone I want experience from.
Yeah.
He was telling me about his connections with these people and that people, how he can help me do this.
Yeah.
And that's what you get from old people, networking.
That's
Because
true.
these guys have so much experience with other people and they have life experience. So if you learn something from them, you can apply it to your own life.
Yeah.
And if you talk to 10, 20 of those old
Agreed.
people,
Yeah.
you can pull so much stuff from each individual person.
Yeah, agreed.
What he's saying is that
I know.
at school, the social skills, you still
I
get social
know.
skills either way.
There's no life experience, bro. They're all stupid.
They're all like
No, but okay. How
so you still
about,
learn social skills, but at least you're getting good social skills. Like you're
I-
learning something with the social skills.
I just want to let y'all know, y'all are arguing against yourself here. I have not said anything in 10 minutes.
yeah,
Y'all
no.
still talking about one point.
Well, we're just trying to drill it in.
I know, but I get it. I got it after 20 seconds.
What's the
Alright.
point?
The point was like, if you talk to old people, you'll get their experience.
Well, yeah, it's not like young people will have the experience that old people
Yeah.
No, the point is that
That wasn't the point.
the point
That
was
was
that
the
you were
point.
saying that you like to have the social aspect of school, like build
Yeah.
up your social skills, but you still get the build up of social skills outside of school by talking to older people, which is more valuable than talking to younger people.
So you're
Okay,
saying
I haven't
you
got to
shouldn't
counter
talk to
argue
younger
that yet.
people?
Alright,
My
What you
counter
You're saying you
argument
shouldn't
is
talk to younger
that
people?
Yeah.
what if I change my argument to doing school just to see how well I would do in person?
Well, I guess you could say that for alcohol. How much can I drink to
Yeah.
see how much I can drink?
But that's bad for you.
I mean,
Yeah, but how do you know school's not a waste of time? We don't know
It
that.
is.
So what?
Because I'm
so
not
you just
gonna get
challenge
that
it.
back.
You just want to see like
Yeah, I
how,
just
how
want
good
to
you can do.
see like
But like, that's like
it requires discipline to actually get good grades in school.
well, if you always say I just want to see how good I can do, then you're gonna spend your whole life doing random dumb things that don't matter just
No,
to
but-
see if you can do it.
No, stuff. I mean stuff that I can't get back. That like which is only school pretty much or
Yeah.
school sports. Everything else, I can talk to old people when I'm
Yeah.
18. Could I not?
Yeah, but it gives you that head start.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
would.
but what's the point of the head start? Like I'm trying to go through.
Oh yeah, I know what he's talking about, but it's just like in the race, you're gonna get there fast. I mean, you could live a more fulfilling life if you start earlier, because you only have a set amount of life. But if you start earlier, then you have more life that's
Okay.
you could fulfill.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was
I
telling
know-
you.
I
The
know
first
you
time we
said
talked
that.
about this.
My argument for that is your life is 100 years, and if you really need to take 1.5 years to succeed faster, then you're not.
Yeah,
I think it only takes like 2 to 3 to 5 years
yeah,
to really succeed. So if you need 100 years, and you're taking a small 1.5% of that 100 years, and you're trying to use that to boost your success super fast, I'd say, in the end, you're never gonna succeed that much anyway. If
Yeah.
that really mattered.
Okay, well, I think that you get caught up in normal life things at some point because you can't just live like you are right now with no responsibilities, like able to do anything you ever wanted. Like you can't. During summer, I lived it the whole entire day to do anything I want
Yeah.
and not have to pay for it. Blah blah blah. But when I'm 20, I have to pay for college. I have to go to places. Blah blah. When I'm 30, I have to talk to my kids. So
Yeah.
like this is just a really good opportunity to spend time doing things that matter to build yourself up because you might not have time to do it later.
Oh, I see.
Especially with responsibilities.
Yeah.
Once you get, I mean, I don't know, whenever you plan on having, like whatever your life plan is, generally it's like, get married and have kids.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys are following that, but it's, if you do that, you're gonna get stuck up in that. It happens to everyone. Every
Yeah, you're gonna
single
get
person.
stuck. You can't have kids and expect to do anything for the next 15 years.
So the only time you really have to like kind of live how you're saying, like do anything you want, become successful, however much you want, is from about 20 to like 30, 35-ish,
Yeah.
and after retirement. That's the only
Not
time
really.
you'll ever have,
I would
mean-
say
if you have kids.
I would say the only portion is like 15 years of having kids. Like,
yeah, that's the only portion is 15 years basically. I would say once you're like 25, you really need to start getting your life together. You